evening, everybody. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. We welcome you ringside for a much-anticipated bout. Let's set the table for you and get ready to dish up this big night of action. Sweet Pea, Pernell Whitaker is a guy who you can see is supremely confident in his abilities. He's on his way to the ring. Boy, he looks confident. We've seen it many times with him through the years, but tonight, he's bubbling with confidence.
We went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch them up.
Round 1 of 12.
Let's do it.
Teddy, in terms of a power punch, we know the taller fighter's going to try to utilize the jab, but in terms of a power punch, what can he get that shorter fighter with?
The uppercut. Boy, oh boy, that can be like putting a cherry on top of an ice cream sundae. Because you know the shorter guy's leaning, he's coming in, he doesn't see that punch, so it's too late.
He just missed that shot up top. Nice block. Good job protecting himself. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Now he ties up there. Halfway through round number 1. Not able to land the uppercut. Teddy, I'm going to call this one a little baking soda and vinegar matchup. You know what happens when you put those two things together?
Yeah, you get a volcano, and it's going to explode. And I think before the night's over, you're going to see that.
That was a miss by Pernell Whitaker. Good way to protect the midsection. That hook was well off the mark.
Body shot, body shot. Good job, buddy.
Sound defense. Good block that time by Pernell Whitaker. Just 10 seconds to go in this round.
relax, relax. All right, just let it go, all right? You're taking a beat. Now, come on. What's going on? We need to win more rounds, right? We gotta do something. You're throwing our game plan out the fucking window here. We still...
Cut his movement off. Keep counter-attacking him, okay? When he throws, make him miss and counter. You're doing fine. He's just beating you to the punch, that's all. You need to throw more.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. You see him holding on. Really wanted that uppercut, but just couldn't get it. Good defensive skill. Whitaker's proving to be elusive. Zoning in with the overhand left. Another huge shot comes in early on in this fight from him.
Well, he understood that.
Pernell Whitaker's hurt by that. Hey, I know he's not in great shape, but he's doing a very good job now all of a sudden of defending himself. Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Good, solid left hand from Whitaker. Left to the body. Unload! Scored well up top. He didn't see that left hand, and it got to him badly. He should really tie up now. How about that left hand? Final 10 seconds of round number 2. Pernell Whitaker's nailed by a huge hook.
That's it. I need another round just like that, all right? You're doing good. Keep it up.
Stay away from that power hand, okay? Keep circling away from that power hand. I need you to keep moving side to side, all right?
Considering the fact that in the last round he got tagged hard, he looks great right now to open up this round.
Well, I'm not shocked because I think he has character. I think there's substance to him. And the only way that you find the mettle of a person is when you test him, when you push him up against the cliff. And he's being tested now, and he's showing what he's made of.
Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head.
Work the body, kid. Body shots.
He missed with that headshot. just grabbing onto his opponent. Nice work with the left hand.
Back to the body.
Early on in this fight, one of the things I'm going to look for is who's the more well-rounded fighter offensively. Who can do it all with all their punches?
Well, you look for that in any sport, in any profession. You know, you look at a quarterback, you know, in football, the great ones, they can throw deep, but they can throw the short patterns. They can throw the out, the in patterns. Same thing with a fighter.
Halfway through this round here, blocked by Pernell Whitaker.
Left and right, left and right. Uppercut, uppercut. 1-2, 1-2.
He took a go of it to the body, but came up empty. Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching.
Focus.
And he ties up on the inside.
Keep moving, keep moving.
Whitaker's defense is paying off now. Well, earlier you saw what happened to him. He was stunned. He got tagged in this fight. He got hit hard. Now you're seeing the kind of mentality that's going to try to avoid that happening again. But, Teddy, it's not necessarily the kind of mentality that's going to win you a fight.
No, if you're in the corner with him, you know what you tell him, Joe? You tell him, look, you're being tested now. I understand you've been hurt. I understand you're looking to survive right now. But you're being tested for the first time in your life. Do you want to be a champion? Do you want to be special? Special people find a way to get out of this and still offensively go forward.
Yeah, he's got to answer those questions.
Face and keep it there. Shorten your punches up. We came here to work.
Two jabs, dos. And every time you throw that jab, I want to see you land that overhand right. Don't go straight in. Give him a little feint first. Looking good, looking good. Keep your hands up, all right?
Well, if things continue like this is going to be an interesting stretch run of this fight. Beginning of round number 4. Got to try to do better than that. He missed with that hook. Whitaker's impressing the judges and himself with that right hand.
Work the body.
Solid left. Whitaker's corner looks like they're creeping up those steps. I think they may want this fight to be over soon.
I think they need to be responsible and understand that just like sometimes the tide goes out, and guess what? It's not coming back in until tomorrow. Well, this is enough for today. This fight is over. We're going to have another day when we come back prepared to do it again.
He's tired. Keep working the body.
He clinches when he gets to the inside. Halfway through round number 4. Really frustrating his opponent now as he's so defensively sound. It doesn't make for an easy target.
No, it doesn't, and it makes for a very frustrating night for his opponent. I see his opponent now, if you notice, he's getting a little tentative. He's afraid to let the punches go because when he misses, he's worried he's going to leave an opening.
Whitaker's inability to hit the target is really making him look silly right now. He's throwing plenty of punches, just none of them are landing.
No, he's throwing them too wide, too far away, And what's going to be worse, right now he's only getting frustrated, maybe embarrassed, as you touched on. But what's going to be worse is when he starts getting counted in between them.
Work the body, kid.
Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one. Piercing jab.
Unload.
Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. Good step back counter punch there.
Beautiful.
Side to side. Move your head.
And the round comes to an end. Look at that swollen eye. Whitaker's eye is basically shut.
Well, right now he's got to concentrate harder than he has before, maybe than he ever has before. And he's got to make sure that he sees everything coming at him somehow, finds a way, even looking through that little slit.
All right. You want this fight? Because listen to me, man. If you want this fight, you got to stay busy out there, all right? Because you're losing this fight. Why? Because you're not throwing any punches at me.
Round number 5 has arrived. Able to dismiss that body shot. Well, the quick read on this guy, if you watch this fight so far, is that he just doesn't jab enough.
And that's the most basic thing in the world. You need that punch to make everything else happen.
Punch. Punch. Hook. Hook.
Comes with the right. Whitaker's making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch.
Left and right. Left and right.
Halfway into round number 5 here. Straight right was lined up, but he missed. He engages in the clinch, parries that punch away. Here's something that's a key factor now, and that is his ability to simply defend himself. He's doing a wonderful job at it.
Yeah, he is, and that gives him the ability to always be fresh and confident round after round, since he's not taking a lot of punishment.
Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. Not able to land the headshot. Final 10 seconds of this 5th round. Missed the target with that hook. And round 5 comes to an end. Whitaker's corner has quite a task in front of them now. Their fighter's eye swollen shut.
Right now, you have to come up with some strategy. Maybe he turns his stance around, where he leads now with the good eye. You know, right now the good eye is back a little bit where he can't pick up things. Maybe now he needs to change his position in the ring where at least his good eye is in front.
They are back to action here, but that action has only favored one man. Completely one-sided. Hard to see the scorecards coming into play here with how dominating he's been. Able to cover up that gut. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. Not much action as he just ties up. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Oh, he goes down hard, and now he's got a real problem ahead of him. Plenty of time for his opponent to jump on him. Whitaker's getting back up to his feet after being knocked down. Whitaker's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. Whitaker's got to find an answer for this because his accuracy has been well off the mark. I like the fact he's willing to throw, but he needs to land more.
Yeah, he needs to calm down and think more.
Reaching the halfway point of round number 6.
Finish with a hook.
He is wobbly and damaged and just flailing with his arms trying to punch back. Unable to steady himself right now after being stunned.
Ease yourself. Left and right, left and right.
He missed by a mile. That wasn't even close by Pernell Whitaker. Working our way towards the bell. Last 10 seconds of the 6th. He's showing very good footwork. He's showing fine defensive movement here. But as for the opponent, how do you solve that?
Well, you got to make believe you're a football player. You got to make believe you're a linebacker in football. You go down the line with that running back. You don't go following him around the place. You make sure you move laterally. That's exactly what he's got to do. He's got to cut that ring down, take space away.
All right, relax, relax. Relax, just you gotta relax. You gotta move out there. All right, move, move, move. Okay, keep moving. Breathe now, breathe. You good? You can recoup from that knockdown.
So as the bell sounds, we put to bed the first half of this fight, and we are underway with a new round. Comes right back with a shot of his own.
Focus. Keep moving, keep moving.
Well off the mark by Pernell Whitaker. And now just wasting everybody's time holding on. Pernell Whitaker's ruined with that punch right there. Well, he may be in bad shape, but all of a sudden, he's able to avoid punches and survive.
You know, boxing is a funny business. It's a metaphor.
Pernell Whitaker's crushed by a big left hand. He's going to need to dig deep right now because what we're seeing here is a fighter who's fading right in front of our eyes.
Well, he's going to need a shovel to go that deep.
I like this kind of defense, Teddy. I like this kind of guy that just says, go ahead, think you can try to hit me up top. You can't. Great movement.
Very good movement, very good vision. He sees everything. To do this, you have to be very calm. He's very calm. He's very in control.
And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there. Nice work from both men. They each got a shot in. Coming towards the end of the 7th round, 10 seconds to go. And round 7 comes to an end.
Deep breath. Relax. Relax. Are you all right? I need you to keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. Don't worry now, all right? I need you to focus.
It's all yours, baby. But you gotta keep working. Keep working, and this is your fight. Don't get lazy out there, okay?
As we start round number 8, chance to look at Teddy's scorecard, and nothing has really changed. He's been in complete control the whole night, almost getting his opponent into that desperate place, but I don't think he has the answers.
Well, somebody needs to tell him. I'll tell you the answer. Somebody needs to tell him that it's not against the law to move your head. Make a punch miss.
A well-placed, gutsy uppercut after being tagged.
Keep moving. Gotta see those coming.
He's throwing a lot of punches here. Now, his opponent is showing very, very good movement. What adjustments can he make to deal with that movement?
Well, Joe, when you're fighting a guy who's smart, who's hard to hit, first of all, you got to shorten those punches up. If they're wide, they have no chance at all. And you got to go to the one place that's not moving. Guess where that is? Downstairs.
Keep your head moving.
Oh, what a whiff by Pernell Whitaker. 90 seconds to go, halfway through round 8.
Pace yourself.
And now just wasting away some time with that clinch.
Coming up. Coming up.
If there was a baseball umpire around, he'd call that a strikeout by Pernell Whitaker. Whitaker's fighting this fight as if somebody glued the bottom of his shoes to the canvas, Teddy.
Somebody should check that right now. If I was in the corner, I'd call the referee over and say, hey, can you check that for me?
That wasn't able to land.
Keep moving.
Clock counting down here in round number 8. 10 seconds to go. And we come to the end of the round.
Keep it up.
In between
That's it.
rounds here,
Nice work.
Whitaker's eye
He's
is
fighting smart,
completely
he's
swollen
busy.
shut.
Don't
What would
take a
you be
break with
telling
him.
him?
Well, this is going to sound a little tiny harsh, but guess what? This is a tough business. I tell him, you have 2 eyes, right? Use the good one.
You gotta let your hands go. You have to. You have to be busy. This guy is beating the shit out of you. You have to throw 3 or 4 punches in a row. You can turn this around, but you gotta let it go.
Where's your body work? Hit the
I got more.
The action starts up again, but it's only favored one man. Hard to see this fight going the distance based on what we've witnessed so far.
Watch that! Get him, get him!
Nice block by Pernell Whitaker.
Relax, relax.
Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Now his opponent got away from that uppercut.
Unload!
See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs.
Do that again.
And he's holding. Seconds into the 9th round. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there.
Work the body, kid! Body
Pernell
shot.
Whitaker's knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend. One of them is to block. He did it there well.
Keep that head moving. Let's go. Punch! Punch! Get
Not
in there.
hitting his mark there going upstairs. And he just holds on there.
Hook!
Whitaker's coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. Able to get away from that headshot with the block.
Left and right, left and right.
And banging away he goes. Late goings here of this round, and he goes down. Can he survive it? So the bell to end that round gets him out of danger. But, Teddy, my concern is what is he even going to look like when the next round starts?
Well, that's the thing. The corner's going to have to take care of that, get some ice on him. And also, they're going to have to think, do they want him to go back out?
You gotta bring your hands up. You must bring your hands up. Relax, relax, relax. You got to relax. You gotta move out there. Move.
So here we are, all wondering, can he survive the start of this round after the way we saw him go down in that last round?
Well, it's up to his opponent. Now, his opponent gets a little careless and he rushes in a little bit too close. He could get a chance to grab those hands and tie him up. And then he could kill a little of the clock, survive.
Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one.
Keep it going. Relax, relax.
And out of nowhere, things can turn like that, Teddy. Everything was looking good. Now it's looking bad for him.
Well, that's exactly why, because nothing was coming at him. His opponent wasn't throwing back. He got a little lax, and he paid a price.
Don't let him get to you, kid.
See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Unable to score with the hook. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand.
Come on! Work the body, kid! Body shot! Get him!
Unable to make an impact there by Pernell Whitaker. Coming to the end of round number 10, 10 seconds to go.
What did I tell you? Keep your hands up. You're throwing punches, but your hands are down. Are you good? Focus now. Focus.
Let's create openings now, all right? Let's take a chance. Breathe in. Work. He hasn't felt your power yet, kid. You're fighting scared, son.
And keep your guard up.
Start of round number 11. Teddy's scorecard. Whitaker's not down by much, but I don't like the way he looks at all, Teddy. It looks like he doesn't have much left in the tank.
Yeah, and you wonder about his training camp. You really have to wonder, did he do enough? Because there should be a little reserve when we're looking at right now.
Work the body, kid! Body shots!
Well off the mark by Pernell Whitaker. Well, he's got to be careful here, Teddy, because I know he was stunned earlier and he wants to tie up, he wants to clinch. But at that moment where you go to clinch, you're creating an opening.
Yeah, you are. Your opponent can take advantage of that. He can take a little step back, make you fall in, and then bang, 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 put you in even worse shape.
Halfway through this 11th round.
Unload! Left end, you gotta protect yourself.
Pernell Whitaker showing that he's got some defense of his own. He got away from that punch.
Yeah. Uppercut. Come on, hit him. Focus! Get your hands up!
Off the mark.
Keep moving, keep moving. You're not
Oh, he
focused.
just misses with that headshot. Last 10 seconds of this 11th round. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. We come to the end of this round. And for this fighter, I think that's a good thing because I was looking at him there, Teddy, and it looked like he was breathing in and out of his mouth for most of that round.
Yeah, and that's a bad sign. That means that the gas tank is a little low. He's low on petrol.
You're ahead on points. You have this one, okay? Be smart in the last round. Keep circling. Don't stand in front of him.
And final round. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs.
Pace yourself. Uppercut. Uppercut.
Now hugging on the inside. Just not there. Straight right hand off the mark.
Keep it up.
Halfway through this 12th and final round. That's a big right hand. Whitaker's mounting a comeback here, Teddy. Thinks we're going. Did you see that? And for the second time tonight, he goes down. Hard to prepare for a situation like this, but many do. He's been down, now he's got to survive.
So that's where you're wrong. It's not hard to prepare. It's a must to prepare. If you're a trainer, that's what you do in the gym. You teach a guy, if you're in this situation, this is what you do. You grab on, you move your head, you survive.
Unable to score with the uppercut that time. 10 seconds to go in this, the final round. Gets rid of that effort. Final bell of a close fight. Teddy, sometimes there's close fights that are actually easy to score. This wasn't one of them.
No, you could make arguments for both guys almost every round.
Listen, he was the better fighter. He was the busier fighter. He's the fighter that absolutely deserves to have that unanimous decision go the way it did.
And you never like to say this, I say it in jest, but this is one where you could have made up the scorecards before the fight. Unfortunately, sometimes these judges do. But tonight, it turned out okay.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great night.